I love DC. I'm a fan of DC. DC over Marvel any day of the week. But I also love Marvel too, but I just like DC more. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Supergirl. Spoilers, if you haven't seen the film. Let's get right into it. I was pretty excited when they announced this movie. James Gunn's new DCU is looking bright. Yeah, let's keep this momentum going, you know. And, Supergirl has been released for a while now, and I went to go watch it a couple days ago, and yeah, it's not like Superman, and it's not as good as that movie, but it's also not terrible. Now, people out here saying that this film is like the absolute worst, it's trash, it's not that. People were overreacting. They were saying that the DCU is over, James Gunn has no idea what he's doing, and that also there are really some haters out there for Millie Alcock, who is the actress who was playing Supergirl, and yeah, you guys are just hating at this point. Don't get me wrong, some of the memes were funny, but it gets to a point, guys, and you guys were just hating. So some of the positives, first of all, Millie Alcock, she's just good in the role as Supergirl. Like, when they announced that she was Supergirl, I was like, okay, comic accurate. She looks like Supergirl from the comics. I like that. Don't get me wrong. Sasha Calle was a really good Supergirl too in The Flash. And I wish we got to see more of her, but sadly the DCU is dead. Lobo was really cool to see too. Jason Momoa, I love him as Aquaman. Aquaman was like the first DC movie I saw in theaters. And ever since then, I just became a fan. And don't get me wrong, it sucks that Aquaman 2 was a flop and now the DCU is over and we're never going to see his version of Aquaman again. But he's playing Lobo and I'm excited to see more Lobo in the future. Lobo in this movie was great. All the scenes he was in, he just like stole the show. And yeah, he's he's really cool. I really like how he looks as Lobo, and like I said, I can't wait to see more of him. The alien designs. Now, this is like the second DC movie that has come close to having cool background character designs. The first one, in my opinion, are from the Aquaman films. Like those character designs, like the background fish character designs, or like in general, they just look so cool. And I like that one scene in Aquaman 2 where they go to like the sunken citadel and see all like those creature designs. Like those were sick. Those were cool. I really love to see all of that. So I'd say this movie came in close to that, because there was a lot of cool alien designs here. Like you got some aliens looking like a mix between like a dinosaur and an octopus, like this giant fat blob looking alien, this like mantis crab shrimp looking alien. Really cool designs. Superman was really cool to see again. I mean, how are you gonna hate on my boy Supes? He's awesome. David Cornsop is just Superman. Every scene that he was in introducing himself to Kar when she crash landed on Earth. And I like that they still kept his like dorky side. He was like, oh shoot, I don't speak Kryptonian. That is the Kal-El I know. All the flashbacks to Krypton were really cool to see. We got to see more of the destruction, and that one scene where we actually see Clark in the little space capsule shoot off into the atmosphere, that was really cool to see. And the score in this movie would sometimes be bumping and kicking. Some scenes really shine with the score, and great job to the composer. The fight and action sequences were really cool. How we get to see Supergirl's powers and like how strong she is, and Lobo, and like those were really cool fight scenes. And Krem. Now Krem of the Yellow Hills is the villain of this film, and surprisingly, I kind of got shocked when he killed a kid. He actually kills a kid, like a child, and I got shocked. I was like, whoa, wait, what? So how many DC villains can you say, in the movies that is, have killed children? He's one of them, and for that he gets extra points. Don't hate me, but I don't think Krem's design is that bad. Don't get me wrong, his design in the comic wasn't anything special either, but like, I don't think his design in the movie was that bad. And when he was wearing that mask, pretty cool looking, I'm not gonna lie. Now, it is time for the negatives, the stuff that I didn't really like. For one, this film is just not colorful. It's not vibrant, and that sucks. I wish they brought in the vibrancy and colors of the comic, because if you guys don't know, this is based, well, I should say loosely based on the Woman of Tomorrow Supergirl comic. And I gotta tell you, that comic is one of the best DC comics I've ever read, and I highly recommend it to anyone. You don't have to know anything about Supergirl or DC. You could just jump into that comic and just read it from start to finish. Great read, 10 out of 10. And it sucks that, you know, the planets in this movie and everything we see in that comic, how vibrant and cool everything is. Like, there's literally a planet with dinosaurs, and they don't do that in this movie. They just have a planet with a lake in the middle, and I'm like, come on now, like, the planets look dull. This film just looks very like washed out, grungy, dirty looking. Like, I am not a fan of it. At least put the saturation up a little bit more higher and make the film way more vibrant. Another thing that I feel like this movie didn't do well is Kara and Ruthie's relationship. Now, in the comic, Ruthie, her dad gets killed by Krem of the Yellow Hills, and that starts her revenge-seeking mission to kill Krem to avenge her father. In this movie, Krem kills her entire family, and I don't mind that change, but I don't know, I feel like we didn't really get to see a lot of Kara and Ruthie like bonding together, because there's this joke where Kara puts the spacesuit on her and she's like, don't freak out, don't freak out. And then like towards the end of the movie, because this movie's not really that long, it's like a little shorter, and Ruthie repeats that phrase like, don't freak out, don't freak out, but they mean it in a way where like they were bonding for a long time and like they can joke like that. But I gotta be honest with you, I didn't really get that. I feel like you guys kind of barely just met, and I don't know, like that's how I personally felt. Their friendship didn't really go really super deep or in length, except when Kara was trauma dumping to Ruthie about the destruction of Krypton. Some of the CGI in some places did not look that good, a little iffy. Say what you want about some of the CGI in Superman, but I feel like that was a little bit more handled better. Here, I think you can really tell, and there's some scenes with the green screen where it just looks like some MCU Phase 4 type stuff, and that's not how we should be doing that. The needle drops. Now, the needle drops when some of the music plays, like for example, the final battle. Yeah, you should have played Blondie. Like the music you chose in the trailer, you should have put that in the final battle. That would have fit in so much better. Instead, you didn't do that. And some of the other music choices aren't bad. It's just you could tell that James Gunn didn't direct this film, and it's someone trying to impersonate James Gunn. And no offense to the director, it's just like I kind of wish that James Gunn maybe was brought in for those needle drops, but you know, didn't turn out like that. Also, Krem being the main villain of this film, he's not in it a lot, and I kind of wish there was more scenes of him like going to other planets and like just doing bad stuff, so we could see what he's doing and get more scenes of him. And Krem dying. Now you might be saying, how is that a negative? And a little bit more on that one later on. Now let's actually talk about Krem. I gotta be honest with you, the comic book version of Krem is easily still better than the movie version. And it sucks to say, but Krem is not the most memorable villain. I mean, he's serviceable, he's good for this movie. Here's what I wanted to come back on them killing him being a negative. In the comics, they don't kill him. We see that throughout the duration of the comic, Kara and Ruthie have grown so much close together as friends that, you know, that at the end of it, like, it's Kara who wants to kill Krem and not Ruthie anymore. Ruthie started this mission wanting to kill Krem, but ended it not doing that. And what they do to Krem, they don't kill him, but they trap him in the Phantom Zone. Then they free him, and then the final panels of Krem and Ruthie is we see Ruthie, she's already like an elderly woman, and they release Krem from the Phantom Zone, and Ruthie just bonks him on the hand with her cane, and he just falls unconscious. They don't kill him. And in this movie, Kara kills him. Stabs him in the gut, and then stabs him in the neck with Ruthie's sword. I don't know. The whole movie, Kara is saying, like, don't do this, Ruthie, don't kill him. And yes, Ruthie didn't kill Krem. You're gonna live with that you killed him forever in your, like, forever, you know? And that's good that Ruthie didn't kill him. But Kara killing him, I know it's supposed to signify that she's different from her cousin, Superman, that Superman wouldn't kill, but Kara would kill. That's fine, but it still kind of left a little bit like a, I don't know if you really got the message across that much. And now I want to talk about the future of Supergirl. So Amelia Alcock is definitely going to appear as Supergirl throughout the duration of the DCU, and that's great. I can't wait to see more of her. She's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. That movie is just looking, oh my gosh, peak and peak more every day, and I cannot wait to see it. But unfortunately, she's not going to get a sequel to this film, which sucks. And I feel like a better way they could have handled this is if you wanted to make a solo Supergirl film, maybe set it in Metropolis and her trying to figure out what she wants to do there, and then the sequel being the Galaxy Adventure this one was. And this is the second to last part. I wanted to talk about the future of the DCU. I see a lot of people saying that the DCU's over and that we're never gonna get a good cinematic universe and that this is the end. James Gunn has lied to us, and I gotta tell them, just calm down. This is not the end. we are not over. You guys have to remember how the MCU first started out. They had a banger first movie, Iron Man. And then they had The Incredible Hulk. I'm not saying The Incredible Hulk is bad. I personally think that film's a tad bit underrated. But personally, I'm excited to see the future of the DCU. And I think that we shouldn't worry about this. We got a lot of movies to look forward to as DC fans. Clayface coming later this year, and then next year, Man of Tomorrow. So I say the future of the DCU is just looking bright. So my final rating for Supergirl would be a 7.8 out of 10. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you like this review, please like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos and hopefully more reviews coming soon. And above all, put God first.